This is very personal for Sam. We're going to launch our series, Be Inspired, our personal celebration of the people who have made such a difference in our lives, the way we see the world. The people we've chosen come from all walks of life. Some are famous, some are friends. Today, Sam starts us off with family.
Because when we looked at this series, I realized that I was lucky enough to have grown up with and lived with the person who inspires me. It's my sister, Teresa. Since I was a young boy, I've always looked up to my big sister, Teresa. Most likely to succeed, she aced law school, married a naval aviator, her husband, John Quigley, and next became a mom. It seems there's nothing she can't do. Her first child was a girl, my beautiful niece, Sydney. Then 2 years later, more family joy when the boy in the family arrived, my nephew, James.
Hi, baby James.
Do you get that, tearful mom tear up when they put the baby in your arms?
Oh, absolutely. I'd never had a boy, and I wanted the chance to raise an independent but sensitive man.
But when James was about a year and a half old, my sister Teresa noticed a sudden change.
He would just stare, and he stopped responding to his name. It's like somebody flicked that light switch.
Did you ever feel like during that time that it was your fault, that you had done something wrong?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I was like, I should have spent more time working with him one-on-one, I should have.
Like any mother, she carried that guilt through numerous trips to the doctors. James was 2 years old when Teresa finally heard the diagnosis that would have crushed any parent. But for my sister, it became a challenge.
The doctor said, this is autism. I'm like, oh, okay, autism. All right, now we know what we're going to do. The doctor said, there's really no treatment. You know me, I'm like, the hell with that, we'll find something.
At the time my nephew was born 17 years ago, autism was still a relatively rare diagnosis. He was 1 in 10,000. Today, that number's jumped to 1 in 110. So little was known about the condition, my sister Teresa put her legal career on hold to dig for answers. She was sure if she worked hard enough, she'd find a cure for her little boy.
Good job, bud!
But there was no cure and very few treatment ideas or programs for children like James.
Attaboy, James.
Teresa enrolled him in a therapeutic horseback riding program.
What color is she?
Brown?
Yeah, we call her Chestnut.
Oh.
She has a pretty white face.
Riding horses gives James a precious link to the outside world. It's a connection Teresa wanted for other autistic children and their parents. So she helped raise money for the struggling nonprofit program he rides in.
That's it, let him walk.
If I can help other families, that's the whole point of this, is someone else not have to go through what I've gone through.
But fighting for others has been at the expense of her own personal needs. You've become this person who's like an advocate lady, but where are you someplace inside there?
I don't know, because honestly, I don't know what you're asking me.
There's not a time when you're like, I get to just be me.
Don't make me cry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Putting people together and fundraising may be two of my sister's best talents. She found strength in a support group when James was first diagnosed with autism, and now she runs one out of her own home.
I found this group, it became a lifeline.
Some of the things that our kids do, you don't necessarily want to go to the other neighborhood moms because they can't relate.
But for my sister, support isn't enough. She wants change, lobbying the Virginia State Capitol for more autism programs. As James grows older, she's concerned. What happens to the aging autistic children and their parents? Where will he go when he turns 21, when he ages out of school programs? It's a problem facing an estimated 730,000 under the age of 21 who are autistic.
It's really an important step for children with autism spectrum disorder.
State Senator Janet Howell has been a great ally of Teresa's, sponsoring legislation on behalf of Virginia's autistic population.
I'm counting on Teresa. I think we're all counting on Teresa.
My sister is committed to her crusade, not only for her family, but for the families of the 26,000 children now being born every year with autism. My sister Teresa is my true inspiration, and I think she can change the world. And I will tell you what she would say right now is there are mothers exactly like that all over the world who feel alone and are struggling, and they shouldn't. She made it her goal. It's been her life work, really. And the back of the car has a license plate that says, you know, talking about autism being a puzzle. She wears this pin every day, and there are pins like this for a lot of things, cancer awareness and things like that. But the autism pin has pieces of a puzzle on it. So if you ever get the opportunity to wear it, at least you can, talk to people about it and start a conversation.
It is. You know, Sam, this, wow, right there. We don't do enough stories about this, about teens and young adults with autism and what is available for them.
It's a real problem now, and it's something that Buddy's fighting with, and a lot of other teens will now. They age out of these programs, and there's no one there to help them. So hopefully, on this Facebook page that we started, Autism Champions, and we'll link you to it from our website, abcnews.com, parents of teenage autistic children can talk about their struggle and share resources, and maybe they can get together and change some laws in their states.
Okay, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you.
He was doing a lot of heavy breathing this minute. That was
truly. So
She's wonderful.
She is.
She's
And
a
it's
great
like she
big
didn't even
sis.
realize how much she was sacrificing, it seemed, until you brought it out of her.
No, because she's just one tough lady.
That's a beautiful story, and we'd love to know who inspires you. Go to our website about that.